Wanyama kalo, wanyama kalo, tababa wali, tababa wali.
Okay. Hi, good evening or morning, afternoon, wherever you're watching from. I'm Shannon, your host for tonight. I'm from Plants Kingdom, where I make culinary plant-based creations that entice the senses. So tonight we're here at Health Watch Thursdays in East Legon. We're going to be making cabbage wraps. The picture on that we have advertised is for collard wraps, but couldn't get any collards. So whatever greens you can find in your local area, you can use. You can use kale, collards, cabbage, lettuce, anything to use to wrap up your ingredients with. So first we're going to start by making the sauce. So here I've blended some coconut meats with a little bit of basil, and we're going to add a bunch of other ingredients to that. So let's start with this. It's frozen partially. So we have the coconuts. And then we're going to add some spice and flavor to it. So I have my curry mix here. Add a little bit of curry. And that just has a bunch of seeds like cumin, coriander, mustard seed, fenugreek, turmeric. And then I will add, this has a little bit of ground pimento. So I have black peppercorn in here as well, which the flavor is very different from your powdered black pepper. I find that the powdered black pepper doesn't have as fresh of a flavor as the ground peppercorn. So these are fresh peppercorns, and the blender is going to ground them for us. And then a little bit of pimento. I just mixed them in together here. So pimento is what gives Jamaican jerk its flavor. It's also known as allspice. And that's how you get Jamaican jerk. So I'm just taking out a little bit here. So it has a little jerk flavor, a little curry flavor, and then we're going to add some other stuff as well. I'm going to add all of these ingredients here. So we have an onion, some lime, ginger, garlic, scallion, and dill. Any fresh herbs you have, you can use. I had dill, so I used that. If you have cilantro, rosemary, what's it called? Fennel, tarragon, marjoram, any fresh herbs. Fresh herbs are best because they give you a lot more flavor as opposed to the dried herbs. So use the fresh one whenever you can, and if you can grow your own, that's even better because then you'll get freshness immediately. So I'm just chopping up the scallion here, putting that in there, or green onion, spring onion, whatever you want to call it, wherever you're from. And then an actual onion here. And I'm just chopping them up a little bit smaller so it's a little easier for the blender, but it doesn't matter how you chop it. It's just to add flavor to our coconut cream here. So let's start there and then taste and then adjust. With the onions, I mean. And then we have some fresh ginger. Let me just cut that a little smaller, just so it's a little easier for the blender to do its job. You guys like a lot of ginger? You know, I didn't used to like ginger so much. But now that I'm here in Ghana, where ginger is in like all the dishes, I have this new love for ginger. And I realized the reason I didn't like it so much is my father kind of traumatized me. So when he would make dinner. This is when I was eating meat and animal products. He would make Sunday dinner whenever I would go and visit. And in the chicken, he would make the ginger pieces so big that I couldn't tell when it was pieces of ginger and pieces of chicken. So sometimes I would go to take a bite of something on my plate thinking, oh, that's a piece of chicken, and it's a piece of ginger. And I mean, you don't want to just bite into a big piece of ginger. So I hated ginger. But now I've come to love ginger. So garlic is going in next. And I feel like I missed out all these years of not liking ginger. Even in Jamaica, we have something called bulla, which is like this peppery, gingery type of bread bun situation. And whenever my family would be buying some, I would say, oh, I don't like, because they have like two different types, one that has a lot of ginger in it and one that's not so much. And I'd be like, oh, I don't want the pepper one, meaning the one with less ginger. So I've just always been skeptical of ginger. And now I find myself, even nowadays, I just eat a piece of fresh ginger, a small piece, every morning, because it just helps with digestion. And if I wake up and I feel like my stomach hurts from probably eating too late and going to bed, then I'll just chew a piece of ginger. And even if my stomach doesn't hurt, like it just makes me feel better. So I'm a big ginger advocate now. I'm just trying to get the juice out of this lime with some pulp, because I'm all about eating the whole food. So I know people juice the lime and only want the juice, but I don't see anything wrong with the pulp. So I'm like, let's get some of that in there too. And you can use like any type of sauce to make these wraps. I wanted to do a cashew-based one, but cashews are actually kind of hard to find in Ghana, considering they grow in Ghana. But I wasn't able to get them in time. What else are we adding? For the blender, I think that's all. Oh, just a little salt. And so the salt, you wouldn't really need much because all the flavor that's going in there. So I'm just going to start with that. We'll blend it and then we'll taste it and see how much more we need. Oh, and then of course, avocado. So it's going to be like this avocado coconut sauce. And because I'm using avocado and coconut, I don't need to add any oil. Oh, this is a good one. With avocados, it's like Russian roulettes. Like, is it going to be good or not? She told me this was not for today. She said these were for tomorrow, but I felt it and it felt like it was, because that's how you buy avocados in Ghana. Like, you don't say, I want a ripe one or a green one. You say when you want to eat it. So you want to eat it today or you want to eat it tomorrow when you go to the market. That's what you tell them. So I said, I need a today one because the show is today. But she didn't have any for today. But this felt good. So I'm pleasantly surprised here. But then there is some stuff in here that I don't like, so. And these two ingredients will make it creamy because they're both full of fat. And these are good fats. So I know people think like fats are bad and they're scared of fat. Depends on what kind of fat you're consuming. I actually try to eat a lot of fat, meaning coconuts and avocados, because I could use more fat. Ooh. This avocado is interesting. Let's cut it this way. Yes, this is a good one. And when they tell you this avocado is for today, eat it today, because tomorrow it will no longer be here. I keep trying to do that. Like, I'll be like, oh, I forgot to eat the avocado, and thinking I can eat it the next day. And it's like, eat me now or you're going to throw me in the compost bin for the chicken. I don't even really like avocados. Not on their own. Like, I could never just eat this, like how some people like that. It has to be in stuff for me. So like how it's going in this, I can eat it. But apparently, I think I used to have an avocado allergy. And I thought I was crazy for thinking so, because I never heard anyone else say it. Because I would eat avocados and then feel a little nauseous. But one day I was vending, and a customer told me that they're allergic to avocados. And I said, oh, I think I am too. And he said he wants to throw up whenever he eats it. But I've actually gotten over that. I don't know how, but your body makes adjustments over time. So if you don't like avocados, you can use other fats like nuts and seeds. Like I said, I wanted to use cashews. You could use walnuts, Brazil nuts, and then you're adding more protein and a lot more vitamins and minerals as well. Okay, so let's blend and see what we need to add. Oh, where did the other spoon go? It never came. So just a little taste. Can't taste that. Oh my goodness, that's good. But more salt. I always undersalt because my salt tolerance is so low nowadays. Ever since I changed my diet. And in place of salt, I sometimes use sea moss or any sea vegetables because they have a lot more minerals and stuff that our body actually needs, like iodine and your B complex. So I'll use sea moss, and I actually meant to bring some today, but I forgot. And let's blend again, or I can just mix this up. Oh, we need heat. I'm like, that's what's missing. And I'll probably, these are some dates. I'll probably put like one in there just for a tad of sweetness. I don't use any sugar. I don't remember the last time I bought sugar. So yeah, you can substitute sugar with dates or any fruit. So you can even use orange in here, like how I use the lime. You can either reduce the lime or use all orange. That way you get sweet plus tangy. But sugar is not necessary. A little more salt. See, salt is like my hardest thing to do. And when you make this dressing, you won't want to keep it for long, or sauce, whatever you call it. Because the avocado and the coconuts, they won't last too long. So I think that should be good. And let's mix this in. Let's wash my hands here. And then we're just going to cut up the vegetables for the collards. So I have my grater here. This is the grater size, and this is the mandolin side. And I'm going to use both. So first, we'll do the beets last because they're going to stain everything. Let's start with the bell peppers first. And these are like a really quick thing to make that don't require any cooking, just the prep of, washing your vegetables. So let's slice these up, like so. Or, oh, actually, I could just use this parts. To make it faster and easier. I love these things. See? Look at that. But be careful if you're using these things when you get to the end, because they're sharp. So it makes you cut like a professional chef, but be wary. So like that, I'll just leave because I'd rather not hurt myself. I'm always aiming for raw. Like if I can do 50% raw, I'd be happy. But I also just love cooked food. And I love warmed food. So I aim for at least 50%. So when I don't meet my minimum requirements, at least I have some raw food. Okay. And don't throw those things away. That's not trash. You can just put it directly in the wrap. Okay. So let's set these here. You could also do this where you just mix everything together, which is probably what I would do if I were home because I'm a lazy cook. The carrots are next. So let's use the grater size. And now we grate carrots, which I hate doing. I hate doing this. If you have a food processor, which I have at home, you just drop it down the chute and it does this for you, which is why I hate doing this. But you know, before we had all these electrical powered devices, we did things manually. So like my family, my grandmother and great-grandmother, and even my mother, to this day actually, my mother still grates the coconuts. I think she just started using like the blender because I told her to. But she grates the coconuts to make coconut milk, to make rice and peas. Grating carrot is the worst. Because it's like more dangerous than peeling that bell pepper was. Okay, so let's just use this amount for now. So I'll put these here. What's that? Now let's use the other side for the cucumber. So if you want to dice the cucumber or slice it, you can do it however you want. I'll just slice some for now. And you can use any vegetables. Like these are just the ones that are easily found here in Ghana. But whatever local vegetables for wherever you live, use those. You could even use zucchini, pumpkin, any vegetables that you like raw. Like don't use contombre. See, cucumber is like the easiest. I like doing cucumbers. Remember, save those. That's not trash. There's nothing wrong with it. Okay, so now we're going to do the beets next, because since they stay in and this is our last thing for the machine, we can put the beets. And so you get a lot with just one cucumber. Also, another trick with cucumber. So when I was blending the coconut meats, the coconut food, you can blend it with cucumber instead of water. So that way you're getting the flavor of the cucumber plus the nutrition of the cucumber, and you don't actually have to use water. All right, let's do these beets. We're going to do it on the carrot side. So some people say they don't like beets because they think it tastes like dirt. But I actually really like the taste of beets. And beets are even more dangerous to grate than carrots. Beets are great for your eyes, for your blood circulation. It increases your red blood cells, so it's the color of blood. That's how you can remember. So beets are really good for you. If you can have beets every day, which I aim to. I have all these aims, but I still keep aiming because at least if I have the aim, then it's not so bad than not having it as at all. The other one. When you're not home with your devices, this is what. But it's still easier than actually cooking though, since everything. And then I'll do a couple of tomatoes, which I'll probably just put the beets here. Look how nice and vibrant that is. Doesn't it just look like it's helping you live better? Okay. It washes off easily. Not so easily, but easily. Okay. Move this. And then I'll just cut the tomatoes up in little dices, I guess you call them. Like, and you can even use the tomatoes in your sauce, like a tomato-based sauce, or just water when you're blending because it has so much water. Viewers, where are you guys viewing from? Drop it in the chat and let us know. Okay, put the tomatoes in here because they're juicy. So we've got tomatoes, cucumbers, bell peppers, beets, carrots, and I'm just going to cut a little bit of the cabbage up as well, just to add some more stuff inside our wraps. If you can get red cabbage, that's even better. Okay. And that's our cabbage. All right. Oh, the spring onion. Last thing, forgot. This. Oh, so earlier, Frederick asked me, why is the name of my company called Plant Kingdom? And I was explaining to him, you know, you have like kingdom, family, and all the other I think phyla, all the classifications of things walking around on the earth or just living on the earth. And you have like your mammals, you have the plants, you have fungi, and you have all these other different things that are the branches of kingdom. And so all my creations are from the plants kingdom, plus fungi from mushrooms, but fungi sounds gross. So just call it plants kingdom because it incorporates all the vegetables, all the fruits, nuts, seeds, all those things. So that's why I'm plants kingdom. And I use the plants for healing the body and nutrition. So if you need a health and wellness coach, reach out to me. You can send me an email at plantkingdom, so plantkingdom.co@gmail. And I will work with you one-on-one if you have any type of chronic illness that you're trying to get over, if you're on medication that you want to come off of. We can work together to help you change your diet and your lifestyle and on the road to healing using plants. So this would be like a cabbage wrap. And you just put whatever you want in there. So let's start with these bell peppers. So just put a little of that. Then let's put some carrots. And then I'm going to put the sauce throughout. So let's put some sauce. Then let's go with the beets. So you're basically building a taco of vegetables. And if it were with the collards, then you can make it more like a burrito. And let's put some cucumber on there. A little more sauce. And then some tomatoes. And then top it off with a little bit of spring onion. And then if you can try to roll it up, you can. Or if you want to just eat it like a taco, we can use another piece of cabbage to roll it a little better or wrap it a little better. There you go. And then you have like your little burrito. So who wants to come and try? You want to try? Kapana, are you being shy? Here, you can have this one. I'm gonna make one for me. Do you want one, Frederick?
Thank you.
You're welcome. So again, let's start with these. Where is Dr. Sharita? Did she abandon us? Carrots. How much time do we have? Beets. It's not in. Cucumber. Hi. You want to try? Oh, I forgot to put this. Hoping yours didn't get cabbage. Here you go. So you can eat it like a taco. Do you know taco? I'll make one and show you how. You have to hold it with your hand, like, you know burrito? No. Let me show you. And so you can just like prep all the things one day and then keep them in the fridge separately, and then you can make them for a couple of days, like maybe like 2 or 3 days. That way you're getting your fresh vegetables in. Oh, what did I just do? And put some more of this. How much time do we have? 1 minute? One? Yeah, so see, that's why I don't like using cabbage because it doesn't work as well as the collards. But you work with what you've got. Hmm? Napkin? You want one? Do you want this one? I don't have a plate to give you though. Oh. How much time? Hmm? Just end it? Okay. Okay. And I'll make one for me. So you can even do this with like cooked foods. So like if you do like, instead of rice, I would use millets. You can use your millets, mushrooms, beans, anything, and just fill it up. But I just do this just so I get more vegetables. Because we can all use more vegetables. The colors you include, the better it is for you. Oh. Okay, that's the last one for tonight. So again, I'm your host, Shannon of Plants Kingdom. You can find me on Instagram at plantkingdom.co. You can send me an email if you need a personal vegan chef or if you need healing at plantkingdom.co@gmail.com. Thanks for tuning in tonight.
Wanyama kalo, tababa wale,